How's it going, guys? This is Dusk Snow, and in this video it's gonna be me playing Stardew Valley, except instead of me talking while the game's playing, talking while I record, basically it's me commentating over it, except it's not a commentate, like I'm not commentating over it. Instead, I'm doing what I was supposed to do Monday, and I apologize about not doing it. I ended up falling asleep relatively early compared to what I normally do. And then yesterday I worked, so I apologize about that. But anyway, basically what this video is going to be is a question and answers for like the basic information about my channel. Now, I started my channel probably about 3 years ago now, and even though I don't really have any questions to be answered yet, like I posted on Facebook and nobody commented with any good ideas for questions, but I know a handful of questions that would be like something somebody would ask about my channel. Like the main one is where did you come up with the name? Well, it's actually a funny thing because I'm a real big Kingdom Hearts fan. Like Kingdom Hearts is by far probably my #1 favorite game in all of existence. Like there's one or two other games that I could argue that would be good, but just by far, I honestly believe that Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game. Anyway, whenever Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and I started like learning like the lore and stuff behind Organization 13 and yada yada yada, I noticed that like the people, like Organization 13's people, was their names plus an X. Now my real name is Duston, Duston. Okay. I basically took out the last 3 letters of my name to do my channel, because like I tried a whole bunch of different combinations, and then the one that I was wanting to try was gonna be basically Dusk on Snow, and originally that was gonna be my YouTube channel's name, and I might decide to have that as it, but I mean, to me that just sounds kind of silly. But it's also like I said, I made the channel 3 years ago, and at the time, I was just like, I was a lot more immature. I wasn't patient with things as much as I am now, and so, like, a lot of things has changed since I first originally made my my channel. Excuse me. I was reading something on my phone. And so I decided that I would just go with Dusk Snow. And so 3 years ago, my 3 first clips was Black Ops 2 gameplays, which they were cool at the time. Like I thought that this was like the coolest thing ever to do, but I mean, I didn't have many options. I mean, there was only like the very first one I had was 1 minute and 49 seconds, and it has 69 views, which is amazing. But I honestly, I wanted to do more back then, but I couldn't, because the only thing I could record on was Black Ops 2, and I also had school. And I also had to do a whole bunch of chores. Oh, not really a whole bunch, but I had chores and stuff to do, so I almost never had time. And a lot of the times back then, I didn't really want to play Black Ops 2. Like, I mean, it was a fun game and everything, and then it just, I don't know. And then, like, some of the series that I've done, like, to me, they weren't necessarily fun. Like, Styx was pretty cool. It's just whenever I got a little bit further than whenever I was recording it, it got really hard, and I didn't want y'all to watch me fail attempt after attempt. Ether 1 was kind of boring. Like all it was puzzle solving. Like, not that I don't like puzzles or anything, but just I didn't like that puzzle solving because it was just, they didn't lead up to anything. Minecraft Story Mode, the reason why I stopped playing that is simply because I don't have any of the DLC for it, and I only had a little bit longer before Minecraft Story Mode was going to be done. Well, not done, but like any further before I'd have to buy DLC. The Sword Art Online playlist, that one is not dead, I promise. I am going to be bringing it back. I have to play through the videos to see exactly where I was and restart playing it. The tutorial, the Shadows of Evil tutorial, that one didn't really kick up as well as I wanted it to, so I kind of killed that one off. The Fallout Let's Play, I kind of died out on Fallout 4. Like, it's nothing personal or anything, it's just something personal choice on Fallout, but I'll probably start that one back again. Minecraft for Friends, I will be bringing back. The Sky Survival, I don't know if I will or not, just because, like, there was a lot of issues with the map being that it wasn't actually a regular map, and then there was going to be a lot of lag problems and stuff as well. The Destiny gameplay, just, yeah, there's a whole bunch of channels that does Destiny, and I mean, I was wanting to do it, and then it just kind of died out on me, mainly because I played Destiny all the way up until right before Destiny 2 came out, like probably 2 months, 3 months before D2 came out. The Xenoverse thing, it has a copyright thing in the bottom of the corner, which I don't mind, but I also didn't get that many views at the time. I'm at 11 now on that video, but just, like, I'm not worried about the copyright thing, because I mean, my channel's really slow, like, it's really small. I mean, I have 30, 40 subscribers right now, in that range, and so I'm not super worried about the copyright, but I'm also trying to avoid getting copyrighted. Like, that's also one of the reasons why my Metal Gear Solid at the moment is paused, is because of the simple fact of every video I do for Metal Gear Solid, if I go near one of those cassette tapes, I get a copyright thing on my channel. And it's not really a bad thing, because it's understandable. Like, I mean, the rights are to the person that created the stuff versus just anybody and anyone. The Ark Survival thing, playlist that I had, I'm probably going to continue doing that. I mean, it's obviously probably going to stay just me by myself playing it. I mean, it would be kind of cool to have other people playing it with me, but I honestly, I mean, either way is fine. The Skyrim playlist is going to continue. It's just I kind of paused on that as well. The main reason why is because they announced the virtual reality thing for the PS4 for Skyrim, and I don't want to play Skyrim, just regular Skyrim with mods. That's not really regular Skyrim, but I don't want to play Skyrim with mods and then down the road, I mean, either way, I mean, I believe that the virtual reality Skyrim is going to be a billion times better. But I don't want to play both sets of, I'm trying to think of the particular word. I don't want to play the game and then turn around and play the game again, if that makes any sense. I'm going to try to cut down my videos where they're anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I can't promise anything with the Metal Gear Solid series, just because of the simple fact of the game. Like, one level could be anywhere from 20 to 30, 40 minutes down, and then, so I apologize about that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to change anything about that. Again, with the last 3 videos, not the Rocket League special, but the Stardew Valley, the Christmas Eve gaming Worms Battleground, and then the Tumbling Tower or whatever game it was. I don't remember. But those 3 videos, again, I apologize. PlayStation had an update. I don't know if that necessarily has anything to do with it or not, but in all honesty, I should have checked what my mic's volume was at before I even decided to record. More than likely, I'll redo those videos. Oh, I can't redo Stardew Valley, unfortunately. But the other 2 games, once I reinstall them, because I only played them for that one night. But I'll try to get those where, like, the playlist will continue on. But anyway, back to the name. I'm sorry, I got off topic for a very long time. I was on the Dusk Snow topic, my channel name. Anyway, basically, like, I tried a whole bunch of different combinations of my name, which is Duston, and then Snow, and then you're probably asking where I got Snow from. Well, Snow is actually from a 3D chat room thing that I've used for probably going on 6-7 years now. And the last part of my name on there is Snow. And so that's kind of where I got that part of my YouTube channel name from. So I added those 2 together and ended up getting Dusk Snow. Again, nowadays I would probably want to be Dusk on Snow, just because, I mean, it's... Back then it sounded stupid, but like every time I think about it, I'm like, well, that's a cooler name. Like I could do channel art based on that, or I could do, like, not me, but I could have somebody do like a dusk, like DUSK setting, and then have like the moonlight or something, or not the moonlight, have the light shine on the snow, and then there we go, boom, Dusk on Snow. But I honestly don't know. Maybe later on down the road I'll start calling myself Dusk on Snow. But, I mean, honestly, most people call me Snow. Most people call me Dusk. A lot of people can't necessarily pronounce it. What it's supposed to sound like is Dusk. Like D-U-S-K. That's how... When I first came up with it, that's how I basically thought about how it should be pronounced. And how it would be a lot more interesting. But I've been called a whole bunch of different things since I've made the channel. Like, I've been called Duskin, Dusk. I don't know why. I've been called Dusk X by a couple people that I used to play Destiny with, until I let them know. I was like, hey, dudes, I mean, y'all are pronouncing the name wrong, which is totally fine. I mean, I'll answer to basically anything, but that's not, like, you're not pronouncing the name. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they eventually got to where they were calling me the proper name. But a lot of people call me Snow just because, I mean, that's a lot easier to pronounce. And then you kind of can't mispronounce Snow. Like, it's almost impossible. I mean, I'm pretty certain people can, but it's almost impossible. Anyway, plans for my future of my YouTube. I'm planning on doing more vlogging. I just have to get a little bit extra time than what I currently have, because right now I have 2 days off, and I'm trying to make sure that during those 2 days off I upload something for you guys. That way y'all aren't missing out on anything. I'm really glad that my Christmas Eve special videos and my Christmas special videos, even though I didn't upload the other video I was supposed to, which is this one, I'm really glad that they started getting a lot more views. The Tumbling Tower, whatever, got 1. The Christmas Eve got 8, and then the Stardew Valley got 7. And then the one I uploaded, it says 1 day ago, but the one that I uploaded Monday night has gotten 1 view, which is a lot better than hopping on and looking and seeing, oh hey, I don't have no view. Like the Metal Gear Solid, the last one I got, it has 0 views, which again is understandable because it's a 35-minute, 40-minute video somewhere in that region, and so I completely understand. Whereas if it's a super long video such as that, but anyway, plans on if I ever get more than 100, 200, 300 viewers regularly or subscribers or any of that. Well, basically, I mean, if it's in my power, I don't plan on changing at all. I plan on continuing playing video games. I continue doing Let's Play series is probably, like, basically, I'm hoping that I don't change, and I'm not necessarily promising, because I don't want to promise and then like down the road whenever something happens and I get more popular and all of a sudden I'd change, which I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen. But as everybody knows, popularity, money, etc. changes people, and right now I'm saying it, and I hope that it stays this way. But regardless of how many people I have watching, as long as people's watching, and no matter how much money I ever start making off of doing this, I'm going to try my hardest to stay exactly the same of how I am. Like, I don't plan on flashing money around. I don't plan on doing anything like that. I don't plan on, like, just changing in general. I mean, I might, obviously, with money comes better stuff, basically. Like, I could have a room designated as my studio instead of having to share my room and my channel. And if you can hear beeping, I apologize. It's my alarm clock, and I don't exactly know where it's at, but it'll stop here in a little while. But yeah, like, I am 90% certain that no matter how much money, how much viewers, how much subscribers, etc. I ever get, I always plan on being exactly like how I am now. Aside from, like, if I versus now where I'm working at 2 jobs and doing this, maybe sometime down the road I won't really have to worry about working the 2 jobs, which is nowhere near soon. I mean, that's going to take a very large jump in popularity to suddenly change from 2 to 0, because of just the simple fact of, like, I'd have to have 100,000 views regularly, and I am nowhere near that. I'm not even in the hundreds. I got one video that's in the hundreds, and that is a ARK building tutorial thing that wasn't really even a tutorial. It was more of a, look at this amazing thing, and like the layout of it, which was the turret tower that I made, which I was going to implement on the server that I played on back on the Xbox One, but I never got around to doing it. And so, I mean, to me, it was a pretty big deal, especially being that it has 117, I think, views. I was getting all the numbers and stuff off my phone, but I've already set that down. I got about a minute left on recording my audio for this video, so basically, guys, like, I'm glad that all the ones that's here supporting me, leaving likes, leaving comments, leaving all this other stuff, I am really glad that you are here, guys. I don't plan on changing ever, and if I do, I'm gonna try to change for the better. Obviously, with money, like having more popularity and stuff, will give me the opportunity to be able to give things away, versus now where it's paycheck to paycheck, hardly can afford stuff for me to do for my channel, let alone being able to give stuff away like a lot of the bigger channels does. But anyway, guys, like always, if you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, share it with your friends, of course. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And feel free to comment to me, because, I mean, I will try to comment back to you as quick as possible. A lot of the times I won't be able to until I get to a laptop or a computer, because I don't know why. But the audio, the comments goes to spam sometimes. But anyway, guys.